Farming has always been at the mercy of the weather, but climate change is bringing new challenges. Temperatures are rising, rainfall is becoming less predictable, and extreme events like droughts and floods are more frequent. These changes affect crops, livestock, and the delicate balance of ecosystems that farming relies on. For farmers around the world, adapting to these shifts is critical for their livelihoods and for global food security. Traditional practices may no longer be enough, requiring innovative solutions and a deep understanding of the changing climate. The impact is felt most keenly in regions already facing environmental stress. Smallholder farmers, often with limited resources, are particularly vulnerable. But the effects of climate change are far-reaching, impacting food prices and availability for everyone. Goats are known for their hardiness, but even they have limits when it comes to extreme heat. Rising temperatures can cause heat stress, leading to reduced appetite, decreased milk production, and difficulty reproducing. In severe cases, it can even be fatal. Farmers are witnessing these effects firsthand. Goats may pant excessively, seek shade constantly, and show signs of discomfort. These are clear indicators that the heat is taking a toll, demanding immediate action to protect the animals. The welfare of the goats is paramount, but there are also economic implications. Reduced productivity directly impacts a farmer's income and livelihood. Addressing heat stress is not just about animal welfare, it's about the sustainability of goat farming itself. Water is essential for all livestock, and goats are no exception. They rely on it not just for drinking, but also for cooling down and aiding in the digestion of their food. Without adequate water, their health and productivity can suffer significantly. Goats need a consistent and clean water supply to thrive. They are particularly vulnerable to changes in their environment, especially when it comes to water availability. As climate change leads to more frequent and severe droughts, water scarcity becomes a major challenge for goat farmers. The dry, cracked soil is a stark indicator of the harsh conditions they face. Finding reliable water sources is becoming increasingly difficult in many regions. Farmers are often forced to travel long distances or invest in expensive infrastructure to secure water for their herds. Traditional watering holes may dry up and competition for water resources intensifies. This not only affects the goats but also other livestock and wildlife that depend on the same sources. This puts immense pressure on farmers to find ways to provide adequate water for their goats. They may have to resort to carrying water manually or setting up complex irrigation systems. The consequences of water shortage can be dire. Dehydrated goats show visible signs of distress and are more susceptible to diseases. Dehydrated goats are more susceptible to diseases and their overall health deteriorates. Veterinary care becomes crucial, but it can be costly and not always accessible. Milk production plummets, and in extreme cases, goats may even die of thirst. This not only impacts the farmer's livelihood, but also the availability of goat milk and meat in the market. It's a stark reminder of the vital role water plays in their survival. Ensuring a steady water supply is crucial for the well-being of goats and the sustainability of goat farming. One of the ways goat farmers are adapting is by focusing on resilient breeds. These are breeds that are naturally better equipped to handle challenging conditions such as extreme heat, limited water availability, and disease resistance. Indigenous goat breeds, often adapted to local climates over generations, are proving particularly valuable. They may have traits like higher heat tolerance, better water utilization, and resistance to local diseases. By selecting for these traits, farmers can build more resilient herds. Examples of resilient goat breeds include the Anglo-Nubian, known for its heat tolerance and milk production in arid climates, and the Kiko goat, celebrated for its hardiness, parasite resistance, and ability to thrive on pasture. Choosing the right breed for the specific environment is crucial for success. Section 5. Saving water, saving livelihoods, practical conservation tips. Water conservation is no longer optional, it's a necessity. With changing climate patterns and increasing water scarcity, farmers must adopt innovative methods to ensure their survival and the health of their land. Goat farmers are implementing various techniques to use water more efficiently and reduce waste. These methods range from simple adjustments to advanced technological solutions, all aimed at preserving this precious resource. These practices are not only good for the environment, but also for the long-term viability of their farms. By maintaining a sustainable water supply, farmers can ensure their goats remain healthy and productive. Simple but effective methods include providing shade structures to reduce water evaporation from troughs, which can significantly cut down on water loss during hot days. Using drip irrigation systems for watering plants ensures that water is delivered directly to the roots, minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency. Collecting rainwater for livestock is another effective strategy. This method not only conserves water but also provides a reliable source during dry periods. Every drop saved counts towards ensuring the well-being of the goats and the farm's sustainability. Efficient water use is crucial for maintaining the delicate balance of farm ecosystems. Investing in technology like water-efficient troughs and automatic watering systems can further reduce water usage. These innovations help farmers manage their resources more effectively. By embracing these practices, goat farmers are demonstrating their commitment to responsible resource management in the face of a changing climate. Their efforts not only secure their livelihoods, but also contribute to a more sustainable future for all. Section 6. Feeding the flock, adapting grazing and nutrition strategies. Climate change affects vegetation patterns, impacting the availability and quality of grazing land for goats. Farmers are adapting by implementing rotational grazing practices, planting drought-tolerant forage species, and supplementing feed with locally available resources. Rotational grazing involves dividing pastures into smaller sections and moving goats between them regularly. This allows the vegetation to recover, prevents overgrazing, and promotes healthy soil. Farmers are also exploring alternative feed sources like cactus pads, which are high in moisture content and can be a valuable supplement during dry periods. By being resourceful and adapting their feeding strategies, farmers can ensure their goats receive adequate nutrition even under challenging conditions. Section 7. Sheltering from the storm. Protecting goats from extreme weather. Extreme weather events like heat waves, storms and floods are becoming more frequent and intense. Providing adequate shelter is crucial for protecting goats from these events and ensuring their well-being. Well-ventilated barns with shaded areas offer respite from the sun during heat waves. Sturdy shelters built on higher ground can provide protection from flooding. Farmers are also investing in early warning systems to receive timely alerts about impending weather events. These measures require planning and investment, but they are essential for safeguarding the goats and minimizing losses. By prioritizing animal welfare and taking proactive steps, farmers can mitigate the risks posed by extreme weather. Section 8. The future of goat farming, innovation and adaptation. The challenges posed by climate change are real, but so is the resilience of goat farmers. They face unpredictable weather patterns, prolonged droughts, and other environmental stresses that threaten their livelihoods. Yet these farmers are not backing down. Instead, they are rising to the occasion with remarkable tenacity and creativity. By embracing innovation, adapting traditional practices, and sharing knowledge, they are finding ways to thrive in a changing world. Modern farming equipment and techniques are being integrated into their daily routines, making their work more efficient and sustainable. Community meetings and collaborative efforts are fostering a spirit of unity and shared purpose. New technologies like weather monitoring apps and precision livestock farming tools are empowering farmers with data and insights to make informed decisions. These tools help them anticipate weather changes, manage resources more effectively, and ensure the health and productivity of their livestock. Collaboration with researchers and agricultural extension services is crucial for sharing best practices and developing climate-smart solutions. These partnerships are essential for bringing the latest scientific advancements to the fields, helping farmers stay ahead of the curve and adapt to new challenges. The future of goat farming depends on our collective ability to address climate change and support farmers in their adaptation efforts. Sustainable farming practices and community-driven projects are paving the way for a more resilient agricultural sector. By working together, we can ensure that goats continue to play their vital role in providing livelihoods and sustenance for communities around the world. The combined efforts of farmers, researchers, and communities are key to building a sustainable and prosperous future for goat farming. Section 9. A shared responsibility working towards a sustainable future. Climate change is a global challenge that requires a global response. While farmers are on the front lines of adaptation, everyone has a role to play in creating a more sustainable future. Consumers can support sustainable farming practices by choosing products from farms that prioritize animal welfare and environmental responsibility. Governments and policymakers can implement policies that encourage climate-smart agriculture and provide support for farmers facing climate-related challenges. Ultimately, the future of our planet and its inhabitants depends on our collective action. By recognizing the interconnectedness of human activity and the environment, and by working together to find solutions, we can create a more resilient and sustainable future for all.